What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast where we talk everything college football, especially HBCU football. And today, you read the title, you know we're talking about the running back depth at Jackson State. A lot of y'all, when I asked y'all, did y'all want the tight ends or the running backs in the last video, the majority of y'all said running backs. I don't think anybody said tight end as a matter of fact. So, now I'm doing it. But before we get into that, I just want to give a shout out to Southern University. Y'all know I don't even like Southern. Okay, but this is dope. Of course, it's not a new thing that NFL scouts go to scout talent at HBCUs or at any school, but 5 teams have showed up to Southern University's fall practice to take a look at 3 players in particular. One obvious one being Jordan Lewis, okay? The second one being Jatir Carter. Homie, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm sorry, all right? Yeah, Jatir, and last but not least, quarterback Ladarius Skelton. Now, Ladarius was not being looked at for being a quarterback. They came to look at him for the running back position. Y'all, this should be a shock to no one. He's an overall very talented player, great athlete, tremendous runner. As far as a passer goes, it's just not look like it's not gonna happen at the NFL level. So, I mean, it's still great that he's getting NFL looks though. We're happy for that in general. But as far as his passing ability, it's just not NFL caliber. It happens, but we're happy for him. So shout out to those 3 guys. Shout out to Southern. If I can find the picture of the 5 teams that was there, I'll put it up. If not, I think 3 of them were the Cleveland Browns, the Lions, and the Chargers. Don't quote me on that though, because I'm not sure. But if I can find the picture, I'll put it up. If it's not up here, y'all know I couldn't find it, okay? But Light on Sports should have it. Light on Sports should have it. Now let's get into the running back depth. These 3 guys I'm going to name are the 3 guys who I can say with confidence. And shout out to 1400 with Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, the podcast. Those guys are who I got some of this information from on as well. There's like 2 or 3 guys on this list that I didn't even know about until I listened to their podcast, which is why I said in my last video, they have great information. Y'all check them out. Their information is legit on Jackson State. I promise you, you're not going to find it anywhere else. Those guys are legit. Now, at number 1, we got Peyton Pickett, all right? The running back that transferred from Liberty University. He's 5'8", 200 pounds. Yes, he's from Liberty University, the team who knocked off nationally ranked Coastal Carolina in the bowl game. Okay, and undefeated, by the way. If y'all were watching, y'all knew that. And he played a big part in it, man. He had 520 yards, 6 touchdowns. I imagine he didn't get the amount of attempts that he wanted to, which is why he only had 520 yards and 6 touchdowns. However, he hits the hole hard. He's a 3-down back. Okay, he reminds me of a Devontae Freeman. He can be speedy. He can be speedy. He also has the size to bulldoze you though, which is what I like. You got the best of both worlds with Peyton Pickett. He can find the hole. His ball carrier vision is amazing. I just think he's going to be a great addition for JSU because he's going to be hard to bring down. He was not easy to bring down for any team in the Sun Belt. Know that. Know that. All right. Now, just important to mention, as far as his career overview, he started off at UMass. Okay. Then he transferred to Trinity Valley Community College, and then he found his way to Liberty. Now he is here at Jackson State. Do I know why he transferred from Liberty, being that they just had such a successful season, being that his quarterback at Liberty is projected to be a first-round pick, if not an early second-round pick? I don't know. But it could be the attempts. Like I said, he only had 520 yards. I felt like if he had more attempts, being that they played a full season, he probably would have got to 1,000. But Malik Willis was just doing it all for Liberty. So maybe that's why he transferred to Jackson State. Maybe. Don't quote me on that, though. Next up, y'all should all know this cat. Tyson Alexander. Anybody who watched the Grambling State game knows how good Tyson Alexander is. Dude is a lightning bolt, okay? 5'11", 195. He's a junior, okay? He had a great game against Grambling, as I said, which he had a career high in rushing yards at 184. He played in 9 games his freshman season. Those of y'all who are OG Jackson State fans, y'all know that. He played in 9 games. He had 55 attempts for 278 yards and a touchdown, but he averaged 5 yards a carry. That's dope. That's dope. You averaging 5 yards a carry. You damn sure legit. Now, In the spring, he played in 5 games where he had 377 yards on 62 attempts and 1 touchdown. But he did have an injury which ended his season for the spring. Okay, he didn't play against Alabama A&M. Which I was wondering when I was watching those games. I was wondering, like, where's the guy from Grambling, from that Grambling State game? But he had an injury which kept him out the later end on the spring season. Dude is a home run threat. But y'all know that he's very explosive. If he gets an inch of daylight, he gonna get his. He gonna get the big chunks of yardage. That's why I really like Tyson Alexander, and that's why I can't wait to see him in the backfield. Now, between him and Peyton, I don't know who gonna start. If I'm being honest, personally, what I would do as an offensive coordinator, I would take a page from Georgia, where they had the whole Nick Chubb, Sony Michel rotation going on. They both got a lot of playing time. You just put them in situationally where you need them. Peyton Pickett is a 3-down guy. If you want to put Tyson Alexander in where you really need him, fine. If you want to start Tyson Alexander and put Peyton Pickett in where you need the short yard situations, go for it. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just saying. I would take a page from Georgia's playbook when they had those 2 guys. The third guy who's going to see a lot of playing time is Santee Marshall. Because of the injury to Tyson Alexander, Santee Marshall, who went from cameraman to playmaker, y'all know that story, all right? He got his start. Hey. All right. Now let's talk about the newcomers, because I'm really excited for that. And this guy that I'm going to talk about first, because I ain't even want to wait to the end of the video. This dude, he might not start, but you gotta find him quality minutes. You gotta get him quality minutes throughout this season. He goes by the name of J.D. Martin. 6 feet, 180 pounds. He runs a 4.5, but trust me when I say he's fast, okay? He's fast. He's a lot faster than that time when you see him play. Now, because there's 2 types of speeds, all right? It's 40-yard speed, 40-yard dash speed, and then it's actual game speed. He has great game speed. Now, he catches well at the backfield. In his high school career, he was a quarterback who threw for over 3,374 yards and had 35 touchdowns. But an ACL injury kept him out his senior year. So he didn't play his senior year. So what happened? He signed with Florida Atlantic, which is the school that Shedeur committed to before dropping his commitment there and committing to Jackson State. He never suited up for FAU, ever. So he transferred to East Central Community College, where he became 10th in the country in rushing yards. He's an athlete, and a great one at that. He's a really good athlete, okay? Now, he committed to Jackson State in January, but he started getting conversations from Alabama, so that kind of put things on pause with Jackson State for a minute. And you have to be understanding of that, okay? Even Coach Prime got the utmost respect for Coach Saban. Everybody knows Coach Saban is legendary. If you got a call from Bama, you would entertain it as well. So I was never even gonna hold that against him. All right. But after a few combos, he recommitted to Jackson State, so he's here now. That's that. Yo, shout out to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club for even mentioning this dude, because I knew nothing of him. But he a beast. Dude is a beast, all right? I can't wait to see what he do. I really can't. Next up, we got Kevin May, who's a freshman, okay? What I love about Kevin May is that, I wasn't able to find stats of him when I Googled it. However, he has a great story. Ooh, yeah. Dang, throat dry. I had to take a break. Now, Kevin May, what I love about his story is that both his parents were Jackson State alums. They were Jackson State alums. So he was meant to go to Jackson State, man. He was meant for it. Now, he grew up with the program. So much so that he was actually a ball boy for Jackson State as a kid, which I find extremely cool, right? So when he got that offer from Jackson State, man, I know he was ecstatic. I know he was happy. I don't even got to hear it from him. I just know he was happy. You would be too, all right? Especially if you grew up with the program. Now, As far as his accolades go, he was a blue-gray All-American. He was invited to that bowl game. He played in it, and he scored the game-winning touchdown in that game. He's clutch. He has the clutch factor, okay? You going up against the top competition from whatever region they selected it from, and you scored a game-winning touchdown, you pretty good. All right, so that's all I have on Kevin May. Like I said, if y'all know his stats, let me know down below, because I Googled it. Only one page came up with a few websites. None of them had his stats. So there it is. And last but not least, you got Devin Moultrie. Freshman, redshirt freshman. 5'11", 195 pounds. Y'all, according to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, he's having an amazing camp. He's having a really good camp, okay? What I find interesting, though, is that even though the website has him listed as a running back, it also said in his bio that he's projected to be at wide receiver for the fall. So I don't know where they're going to go with that. But he is Coach Prime's former running back at his high school. He was a teammate of Shador, okay? And he was the first running back from that school to commit to Jackson State from under Coach Prime, because Coach Prime has another one from that same high school coming next year, who I did a video on, so go watch that. I forget his name right now, but go, just go watch that. Go look that up. And he knows the offense. He's played in that offense his entire high school career, so maybe that gives him a legs up over Kevin May. Maybe it gives him a leg up over what was his name? Over JD Martin. Who knows? But he knows the offense, so I mean, it can't hurt to plug him in somewhere. I'm very excited. I just want to say that. Great group of backs. Do I think there'll be a 1,000-yard rusher out of these few guys? I don't know. Maybe JD Martin could be that guy, but I think you have so much good players at the running back position that you're gonna have to split carries with somebody. I don't care who you is. It's just gonna have to happen. So there's that. Y'all, let me know what group y'all want to do next. I know if you of y'all said the DBs, that's gonna be a long video though. I'll make it. I'll make it if that's what y'all want. That's gonna be a long video. So y'all give me time with that one. Yeah, but let me know what other group y'all would like to see. Thank y'all so much for making it to the end of the video. Like I said, shout out to Southern University, man. Y'all doing it, all right? Y'all are doing it with those NFL scouts. Shout out to 1400. Shout out to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. I really appreciate y'all for some of the information that y'all give out as well. Y'all make it easier for me to make these kind of videos about dudes that I haven't even heard of. So thank y'all for that. And overall, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. All right, 1,600 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. I didn't think this channel would even get this far, but we doing it. And no, I got vaccinated. This ain't no starting of COVID that y'all seen here. All right, my throat is really just dry. Now, thank y'all for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate y'all. Collegiate Football Legion, I'm out. Peace.